Huh? Show me what you've got.
Oh. Mary soldier. The massive amount of arrows. Right, the spells are in the incorrect order. No, they're not. Just need to get used to them. I was hoping a little bit more than a dungeon where I have to kill everyone I encounter. A voice beyond the door calls out, "Who gathers storm clouds over Nirn?"
Are you? What's that?
Small diary. Dear diary, today I go to see my cousin. Others said it was a blessed day, which I think means she's going to miss me. I'll miss her too, but I'm real excited to see cousin Drothan again. I promise write again real soon. Dear diary, I met a rider on the road today. He called himself a courier. He gave me a letter from cousin Drothan. It says I'll have a special job when I get to Cyrodiil. I will be a steward. Cousin says stewards keep track of who comes and goes, but somebody will do most of that for me, and I just need to only let people in who know the secret word. That's a very big responsibility. It says I have to tear up his note. Cousin is very smart. I bet write down the password so I don't forget it. It's Chimer. Dear diary, today I saw a wood elf. Dear diary, another courier found me today with another letter from cousin. This letter said that he may not be around when I get there. Cousin said his journal will tell me everything I need to know about finding him if he's not around, and I should find it in his cabin. Uh-oh, I'm no good at reading, only writing. Dear diary, I'm finally here. Before I use the special word to get in, I have something I need to tell you, diary. It's not personal, but diaries are kid stuff, and I have to be grown up here, so I'm leaving you behind right here. But thank you, diary, especially for keeping the special word safe. Good luck. Steward's Registry. Mary Army, Forward Detachment, Registry of Departures and Arrivals, 2nd Seed through. 2nd Seed, New Recruits. Grade I, Salary Paid. Or is that Grade 1? 10 Infantry, 4 Archers. 2nd Seed, Cavalry Detachment, granted shelter, assigned to Tenemar Outpost. Mid-year, Infantry, Mary, Departure to Narcissus, Courier Teedale, 1 Cavalry. Mid-year, Veterans, Grade 3, Salary Paid, 6 Mage trained. Mid-year, Infantry, Mary, Return from Courier Detail, 1 Cavalry. Mid-year, Platoon, Grade 2, Salary Paid, 12 Soldier Infantry, Dranimis Drethari. Discharged from Family Emergency. Couple of flawless jewels. Lord jewels. Steward's note. Vasky, your job is to see that our arrivals and departures are well documented and their wages are paid. And keep an eye on my dear cousin. He's not to gossip with every new recruit about our far-reaching plans. We've already captured one assassin, probably in the caves. The last thing we need is some spy of Hellsets hearing all our goals from you. Commander Adrethi will debrief the troops as necessary at his own discretion. On Turdas, I'm taking a detachment through the doorway with me. I don't know how long I'll be gone, but in the unlikely case that there is cause to disrupt my excursion, read the most recent entry in my journal. You'll find it in my cabin on the desk. Don't go in there for any other reason. Discretion above all. We don't want our imperial enemies to know what our plans are. Death to the Empire, Archmage Rathendrothin. I'm gonna try to physical combat.
Hello? Who's there? This is the power.
Yeah, the hit point loss is almost visible. I'm impressed by the huge amount of arrows they have. Right, we can use the normal sword in usual situations, then enchant it, or restore the enchantment to the fire effect if we need it to. If we get into a serious fight, we can use spells to handle it. These look like these.
Always skirting around in the
Okay, this.
shadows, making good
The little bag before the barrel. I didn't realize it was there first. I thought it was maybe like a little bit of powder coming out of a keg, so it would be a blasting keg of some sort. No, just a normal barrel with a bag in front of it. Oh, he killed himself. Right. I could try to fight without the sword. Against recruits that I don't particularly want to. We don't need more strength. More strength would be nice, but we don't need it, really. We can survive without it.
whatever it was. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. You're pathetic.
My pathetic. You're so goddamn terrible, you could never kill me.
Let's get this over with. That's the best you can. Die!
They'll die from just attacking me, that's the joke. It ain't no joke. They just can't do anything. Still, we're gonna need a steady supply of repair hammers if we're gonna fight like this. So I need to take a look at some of these. I also need to train illusion. That's pretty much the most important thing. Serious combat capability increase cannot come until we get the illusion to 50. So I need to light them up a little bit. Fairly large cavern. It's basically a town. Thundercliff Commune. Are they all hostile? Okay, someone spotted me, yes, but where the hell is he? Door to jail. I don't want to start anything here until the fight is over. Business. Keep searching for the writ that assassin carries. Patrolmen have searched the tunnels in hopes that he dumped it when he was bound out, but he may carry it on his person yet. If that's the case, I shudder to think where it's hidden. Try sneaking in there while he's sleeping to search the cell. And by Nerevar, get to work building that second cell. I don't want to execute that assassin until we find out who he came for. And Yardova needs some place, or is it Sardova? Sardova needs some place to lock up the workers when they get out of line. I think it's Yardova, because S looks totally different. So does I. Yeah, it's the mystery goddamn letter. It's not an F either. It's a letter. Yeah, we're gonna run out of repair hammers if I use them like this.
Walk with virtue. It's my pleasure. Please continue.
We'll have to...
Farewell.
We'll have to switch to something other than a fire spell. There seem to be a lot of dark elves here. At the same time, I'm not really using the spell to kill them. But sooner or later I probably am. So. Let's go with lightning. It's always a safe bet. Oh, for fuck's sake.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. This over with. That's the best you can do.
Turdilic brandy. Grrr.
Before me, Breton!
How much illusion do we really need? There's no good way to really use it naturally. Not like these type of abilities, please. 10 levels. There's no immediate need for it, but it certainly wouldn't hurt if we would get some.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm! Die, damn you! Show me what you've got!
Where the hell is it? I'm pretty much doing more damage to them if I just basically let them hit me. Generally if I block them.
Die, damn you! Take that! Before me!
They're using specialty arrows.
Forward!
Silence. Oh, blizzards. Good stuff. Not really make a lick of difference in the fighting still. Our mission wasn't exactly to kill things though, we were here for the loot. Still, because we just came from a thief campaign, so... Ooh. Okay, these are sick. Why the fuck do they even want to kill me? Antivenom. They have their little community here. And what's going to happen? Am I going to just slaughter everyone here? I mean, fine if that's what I have to do, but kill yourself. Better their weapons, the faster they kill themselves. Won't make much of a difference to me.
Hello? Who's there?
It's a me. Dagger blizzards. Amazing amount of good loot. Mainly ammunition though. I have no idea what the hell am I doing. I need to get access to some sort of a ruin at the bottom of this. Everything else seems like it's flavor text.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever.
If it's a fight you want, you'll get a fight you'll get.
Why the hell are the laborers attacking me? That's what I don't understand. I mean,
Ends here. What's the matter? Getting tired?
This ends here. Let's get this over with.
all I have to do is wait. Act as a decoy.
Die, damn you! Who's there?
It's a me. Can't do any big hits now with multiple attackers. They'll always do an interruption strike.
Just warming up, pathetic world. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Rock pick hoe. Level up. Nice. If we find a bed, I'll sleep immediately.
Show me what you've got.
So far, so good. There's a limit how long we can maintain the quality of the equipment. So a little bit of a repair hammer here and there, that'd be great.
Who's there?
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Oh,
Die, damn you!
I even need to go up. It really looks like there's nothing particularly interesting down here, so I'm assuming yes.
Ha! You'll never take me.
Let's rest an hour. Speed, agility, nice increases all around. We don't really need agility anymore though. Strength would be in some ways better, but the agility is fairly low and it's a good multiplier. Strength would increase carry weight, so increase speed indirectly.
Who's there?
It's me again. Use his racial ability. Not a mage. The ghost they summon is a short duration shit piece, so it's something you can ignore safely. Not really dangerous, not really useful. More or less charging forward blindly, hoping that we'll stumble upon something interesting at some point.
What's the matter? Getting die. Take that.
The unarmed fighter does a nice amount of stamina damage. In many ways much more dangerous than the guys with weapons. I can't take all that much damage, but the damage to stamina seems to come through quite nicely. Apprentice's note. Forge Master, when next you can take leave, I wish to speak with you. I know you have had reservations about allowing me to assume more duties, but I think you will reconsider when I recount for you some of the atrocious things my counterpart has said in your absence. Sheet equipment, Dark Forge.
What's that?
He has a glass weapon, that's something.
This and
Armor Apprentice. Light Lightning Strider boots. Not particularly useful. Naturally, no one really has the equipment they're making here. Everyone has Daedric. Courier's notice. Conveyance via Narcissus Balfals, Vivek, Suran, personal correspondence, original withheld. I miss you more each passing night. My only comfort is knowing that the wages I'm earning now will ensure our comfort when I return. I couldn't believe the pay this lunatic was offering. I doubt we would have followed him all the way to Cyrodiil otherwise. The fool thinks he'll overthrow the Empire. Fire Mina, take him. I figure we'll end up deserting soon, just as soon as we've gotten as much pay as we can without actually following this adult madman into battle. We've hardly crossed the border, but already I can tell you, Cyrodiil is an awful place. We have nothing but iron to work with. There's no art to iron armor. I tried using the bones of beasts killed in the local forest, but they were brittle and won't bear the force of the hammer. Even with decent materials, this would be a dull post. We must be a mile underground and a league from civilization. I don't envy the courier who carries this letter. I pass a time in conversation with the other apprentice. We always seem to have a good laugh at the expense of the forge master, in private, of course. I can't wait to see your family home in Suran. It is definitely S. It's weird because there are multiple different S's. So why is this? Because I recall the name. There was a place called Suran, I think, in Vardenfell. I've never actually been to Vardenfell. I've heard much of its charm. I'm pleased and surprised to hear that you've begun saving for our own home already. You say you're working for somebody named Giselle? The pay must be very good, but when I return, you won't need to keep it up. You never mentioned, by the way, what sort of work you're doing. I think Giselle had a... I'm not sure if it's a whorehouse necessarily, but maybe more of a strip club type of a place anyway. That sort of entertainment tavern. I'm still not sure how this crazy wizard is paying wages for us and his army of mercenaries and laborers. We don't use half the ore mined here for smithing, so I figure he must sell the surplus iron, but I see no evidence of it, nor do I think it would produce much of such a fortune. I think he's Telvanni. Perhaps folk in the area near you have heard if he's from wealthy stock? I fear I must conclude, my love. The Forge Master is demanding another parcel of iron-shod boots. How many more pairs could we possibly need? Well, especially since no one seems to be using them. It's a goddamn mystery. Another Forge Apprentice. Right, there is one benefit to more agility. We get staggered less frequently. Yeah, agility still has its uses.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make. Ha! You'll never take me down.
I'm pretty sure I will. Boots of the Thrall. Feather, 105 points. Resist fire, 30. 45 armor, blunt, heavy armor, strength. 45 fatigue, resist normal weapons. Light. Daedric mace, normal. That's shocking. There's probably some sort of a journal or something. Lusty Argonian maid, rail. he's tried to write something. Enchanted Bezoar. What the fuck is that? It's an enchanted Bezoar. It has no value, no weight, so definitely a quest item. Sundercliff the village. Is that the start of the whole place? Yeah. Forgemaster's Tent, Suncliff Mines, Sundercliff Mines. I've been in all of those places. Clearly that's not where we need to be. What exactly do we need to get? Lodgings, private attic, canteen, recruit barracks, jail. To go the, not even to the commune. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Right. There might be some place here I haven't visited, but we've killed a lot of people already. Keen Edge. Veteran. Just decent damage, but it's not really dangerous.
You'll never take me down. I'm just warming up.
Well, she was right, I never took her down. Another case of suicide. Sundercliff Commune. Yeah, that's where we need to be.
I better... What? Good day. Why?
Blocking with your bare hands will cause your opponent to recoil a bit, although you take full damage from the attack. And blocking no longer damages your weapon or shield. Again, another suicide. Must be a depressing place to work. And another suicide.
Why won't you?
Nothing special. Ooh, this looks promising. We're entering a ruined area. I found the door to Varsa Bali. An enchantment blocks the door. I suspect two nearby pedestals may be a clue to dispelling the doubt. Right, we have probably one of the items needed to do it. The enchanted orb. Now I went to find the other. Yeah, another suicide. God damn it. Okay, no point putting the orb there now unless we have the other one. As long as we have the other orb, we are in control who gets inside. We can at least exclude anyone else from getting inside. So, who would have the other? Master Forgeman had the first. Some sort of a leader. Probably in this area too.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Yeoman barracks. Archer barracks. I would assume the item would be somewhat openly presented.
Die, damn you!
God damn it. Ah, another thing. I looked up where the Daedric shrines, the two missing ones are, and they're actually in areas that I thought I had already covered. That might have been a reason why I have had trouble finding them, because I should have found them already. I don't recall the exact locations, but they're basically around these two rivers. That's an odd thing, precisely because I've been here quite a lot. So, and I have no any kind of detection notice that there would have been Daedric shrines here. Yeah, there should be two. if I'm not entirely incorrect, somewhere around here and here. But like I've gone through this area in quite a few different paths multiple times, and I've seen nothing. So I think I would have not found them for a long time. I would have scoured every other place throughout the entire map. That would have sucked up a huge amount of time. So I'm glad I checked. Craftsman's Journal. Traitors all. Hellset and all lapdogs in the great houses care nothing for the heresy of allowing the Empire to command the lives of our noble Dharma people. Even my fickle Telvanni kinsmen apathetically consent to this outrage. Once I have raised my army and toppled the atrocious empire of men, then they all shall pay for their complacency. I could hardly bear the journey here to deal with that filthy bookseller, but it was worth it. The treatise on Eleadic cities I bartered for provided the last bit of evidence I needed. I'm now convinced that I can find the Nefari Vigum beneath the Sundercliff Watch, just inside Cyrodiil's border. The Drothmeri army grows in might. Our forward detachment is ready to escort me within Cyrodiil's borders, where they shall bolster themselves for the assault while I claim my prize under the mountain. It's getting harder to find mercenaries. I may have to consider employing some of the beast folk. Must remember to discuss this with Adrethi before we depart for Sundercliff. The Nefarivijum must be near. I can feel power emanating from this place. I have only to find it and overcome the task to earn Mehrunes' razor. Wielding this fearsome relic, I'll lead the Drothmeri army to victory against the Imperial tyrants. We finally uncover the entrance to Varsa Balim. I'm going to take a detachment of men inside with me to find the Nefarivijum. We already discovered an assassin prowling the camp. I fear that Hellset may have sent him. To be safe, I'm going to seal myself in the city until we can recover the razor. I've left 2 bezoars caught from the belly of an albino guar in the care of Commander Adrethi and the Forge Master. If there is some emergency, they have only to place these on the pedestals outside the door to dispel my barrier and open the way to Varsa Balim. Commander Adrethi. Right. Trichobezoar extract. Scroll of transmutation from iron to gold. That's what he's doing. That's how he's paying for all this shit. Do we have... what type of minerals do we have? We have ore, basically, iron. Everything else is jewelry. Silver nugget added. Not particularly impressive, but good explanation. Can probably change silver to gold. Here's our target. The assassin is there, I'd imagine.
Ow! Ha-ha!
Looting the corpse. Soiled writ of assassination. Reflect damage 33%, 45 blunt. Morak Tong equipment set. Very expensive. Grand Ring of Shock Shield. Right, at least we can make progress. Where exactly do we need to go? Soiled Assassin's Writ. Commander Talani Adrethi. Aforementioned personage has been marked for honorable execution in accordance to the lawful tradition and practice of the Morak Tong Guild. Bearer of this non-disputable document has official sanctioned license to kill the aforementioned personage. Seems reasonable enough. I've dispelled Drothan's barrier and can now follow him into Varsa Balin. He should have a lot of his elite troops with him. Veterans and spellcasters. Why the huge amount of blood here? We'll have to follow it. Varsa Balin. I've entered the lost Aelid city of Varsa Balin. There's no telling what I may encounter here. I must be on my guard. Except the same shit we've encountered in every Aelid ruin. They're fighting each other. Why though? Vampires. Okay, that's fine. Daedric helmet. Those aren't that common. I think I'll take one.
Who's there? To arms! To arms!
To arms! To arms! It's an emergency. Daedric bow. Kava Bel Damel.
Your presence here will not be tolerated!
Suicide. And the vampires can't handle it. Bars above it. But this is sort of a maze-like thing. Let them fight to the death. We'll handle the survivors. If it becomes necessary. Not quite sure what exactly am I looking for here, besides the obvious, the Mehrunes razor. Do I need to kill the guy who's also after it, the mage? To be fair to the creator of this place, this looks quite a bit more like a ruin than any other ruin I've visited so far. It does not look like someone's been keeping it in good condition. And it doesn't look like it has intact architecture either.
What is it? What's going on with you? I ran into some goblins in the woods not long ago. I avoid those things whenever I can. To arms! To arms!
3 soldiers.
Show me what you got! Ha! You'll never take me down! This over with!
They do have a decent amount of attack power, I have to admit. Got me to half health. I need to check the amulet situation. I think the best amulet we have has that are what we're currently also using has a massive amount of damage reflection. Yeah, 33%, 45 blade. Yeah, it's the opposite of this. It has damage reflection plus blunt. Yeah. So it's just the same. That's a suspicious looking hole in the ceiling.
What's that? Who's there?
It's me again. Another suicide. I'll leave him with a playmate and continue on myself.
Fall before me, Breton!
Ah, he ran down. Okay, not much I can do about that. Mehrunes. This is the core. What is it though? Is it just a place or is it some other significance to it? Ooh, he's a good one. Could be he's using specialty arrows too. Although he's a matriarch, so I don't think so. He's just good.
Die, damn! Die, damn you! Rawr!
Grrr.
This is the
I love how the already dead people have just shit loot, absolute crap.
fall before me, Breton! Must have been the one.
Ooh, this looks promising.
Show me.
Yeah. One of the few decent spellcasters they have. Drothan is dead, and with him dies any threat the Drothmeri army may have posed to the Empire. Okay. Oh, he was their leader. Wow. He sucked. Resist magic, spell absorption, reflex spell. This is fantastic. It is a rope though, so I will never wear it. Blade turn hood. Reflect damage, shield, resist normal weapons. It's a good equipment. What the hell is shooting at me? Oh, no you don't. Drothan's Field Journal. This room appears to have been built around the original site of the Mehrunes, but there is no sign of Mehrunes' razor. There is some sort of statue of a man here and some scattered inscriptions in the stonework. Perhaps they can give me some clues. At first I thought the runes were useless, but I was able to piece together a phrase. Kinverim Dagan Nefarivijum. Speaking the words aloud in that order caused the razor to materialize. Alas, the way to it is blocked, and I dare not risk force lest the gate be trapped. I must search for more clues. I've discovered more inscriptions, etched as to be nearly imperceivable to my eyes. After much labor, I discovered some clues as to the man entombed here. It seems he was a champion of Dagon who failed in some great task. The kin, it says, Dremora, carved his chest open through flesh, armor, and bone with the razor itself. He stands guard now as a test for those worthy to claim the weapon. What sort of test can this be? The runes mention the ability of the razor to instantly send a struck foe to oblivion through Dagon's wrath. This corroborates many tales of the weapon, but can it really be so powerful as to kill instantly? The task seems so simple, not that I've given it thought. He who travels here draws the heart from the chest of the champion, and devours it must be worthy to wield the razor. I'm wary to proceed, and wonder if there is another way, but the power of the blade is so near. I must ponder my next move. I've entered the Nefarivijum and read Drothan's notes. They seem to indicate that by eating the heart of Dagon's champion, I'll be allowed to retrieve the razor. Drothan seemed to suspect some other means of claiming the dagger, though he seems unsure how. Let's take a look. Right. The dagger is right there. We have a gate. Usually you can't, even though it looks like it has a hole in it, it does not have a hole in it. It's just meant so that you can look through it. Mzire Faithang. Beating heart. You basically kill it to get the dagger. Why even hint at another way if not possible? The kin, it says, Dremora, carved his chest open through flesh, so does any date or heart suffice? Does really have to be that guy? Does it matter to me? That's the better question, I guess. Do you defy Dagon's task and try to force the gate open? Yeah. See what happens. Eat the heart or fight the... I've recovered Mehrunes' razor, a potent Daedric dagger which has a chance to instantly destroy an opponent. It does though. It's not something you can rely on though. Daedric banishment on striking. Disintegrate armor. 15 points for 7 seconds on strike. But it is instant death from time to time. And it's a good dagger. I mean, because it's a dagger, the base damage is only 3 points lower than the sword I have, maybe 4. But the dagger will strike massively, massively faster. So if there's any kind of half decent enchantment on it, you can do much more damage with dagger. Still, that's another day's quest wrapped up. I'd like to go look at the Tejic Shrine locations. Where am I? Okay, it was a huge success then. The first one should be somewhere here, very close to us, so if we proceed more or less just west, we should encounter something. But I don't understand. Yeah, there's definitely a camp there. I still have water walking. Yep. Okay, yeah, I haven't marked these areas there, so it's a possibility, yes. I wonder how I could have managed to miss it so many times though. Nyan Camp. It's a bandit camp. Lost Boy Cavern. Yeah, there it is. Exactly where it needs to be. Somewhere there. I've been all around it, but not exactly on it. I won't do it now, I want to mark it. I want to find both of them. This would be Periite, I guess. Periite. I have found the shrine of Periite, but something is wrong with his worshippers. They seem frozen in time, mindless, none move or speak. You must be level 10 to begin this quest. Why isn't the shrine marked on the map? Thank you. Right, the other should be more or less just north of here. Not necessarily exactly, but somewhere around here, I guess. Probably. How does it relate to the other? Well, in this general area anyway. So, if we go to Sersen Camp and go east, we should get to the likely target area. It's a hard to reach area, I mean environment. So this is easy to understand why I wouldn't have gone here. Yeah, there it is. I have no idea how to reach it. Goetia. This is probably one of the Usually one of the trickier or powerful ones. What it actually means in this game, I don't know. I can't let the bandits follow me there, so... There's no one following me. They can't possibly reach this place. The Daedroth isn't reacting to anything, I'm fine. Boethia's Shrine. Any reaction to anything? No, I'll leave things here. We don't really have a lot of carry weight, so we do have to go somewhere to sell stuff off, but we can take the quest, please. Then decide what do we want to do first. With that, we should be wrapping up most of the important quest lines outside the main quest line and the expansion pack. So after these, we can move on to the expansion pack. Maybe, well, we could, yeah, I'll still move on to the expansion pack. I was thinking we could talk to some counts and try to gather up quests and all that. But that's not too important. We can do that even after the expansion pack. But there's nothing major anymore that would need our attention. There's a lot of sites that would be frankly tedious to go through. We might get lucky. There might be some interesting sites here and there, some quests, but the likelihood is so small that I'm not interested in the slightest to go and take a look. So we'll wrap up the Daedric missions and, well, see where we go from there.